Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing, actually, if you notice that I already have on some makeup because I didn't want to do an entire video dedicated to this look right here. So I'm going to only do the eyeshadow look for that look. It was actually a request that I show the eye look from that previous video. It's probably like a video before that. But I'm trying to be consistent and bring you guys videos, at least one video a week, sometimes two if I can, if time permits, you know, as school teachers. So what I want to talk today also, I'm kind of going to be talking through this eyeshadow look, and I'm going to actually I have top heavy bangs. So I'm going to clip these out of my face a little bit. And I got me a new light, so I feel real jazzy. So I got me a new light. I'm going to show it to you guys. I mean, check this out. I love this. This light is all that. And my husband bought it for me because I just wasn't getting enough illumination in the corner and to create these kind of looks that I needed. So he bought me a new light. I mean, how can you not love that man? But I'm gonna do this eye look for you, and I've already done my brows. And I've already put on my foundation. I've already done a little bit of highlight, and I've done my blush. I don't have on any lip products or anything like that. I am going to put on lashes, not on camera though, because it still takes me a little bit. So I'm not going to put you through the agony of watching me put on eyelashes. And other than that, and we're just going to have a little kind of chit chat, get ready with me kind of little. And this is kind of an everyday look that I would try, or something that I would use, I guess, to go out if I'm going out on a date. But it definitely is a pretty look. And I'm actually going to use one palette, my Kat Von D Light Shade Light eye palette. It's an eye contour palette, so I actually love this. I have some shades in here that I've already hit pan, but this is a beautiful, and this palette is actually all mattes. And I mean, I am a matte shade girl. I do love my shimmer, you know, every now and again when I have to pull it out, but I'm a matte shade girl and I love my matte shades. And Kat Von D, she's done a pretty amazing job. Once again, I did not pay full price for this palette. This palette was actually off eBay. Never discount eBay. They have some really nice things on there, brand new things, so never discount them for your discount. So definitely go there first if you're looking at something and you kind of don't want to pay full price for it. Some people have things on there where it's kind of those misery buys, where they buy it and now they're miserable because they spent the money and they're not going to really get full price for it, but it's still brand new and they're selling it at a discounted rate. So I'm gonna start on this look. You guys know that I'm starting anytime I start with my eyes, I'm always going to start with this, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Contour in the color 25 medium. Sometimes I'll also use that Milani eyeshadow primer, which is pretty amazing as well, but I love this as well. But let's talk about Teacher Appreciation Week is coming up, and you guys know that I am a school teacher, and I don't always look forward to, I'm not saying that I don't love Teacher Appreciation Week, but being that I've been a teacher almost 20 years, I know that makes me sound so old. I promise I'm not that old though. Being that I've been a teacher for so long, it is definitely rewarding seeing kids grow and mature over a year's time. Teachers, and even if I weren't a teacher, I'd have to say teachers are pretty valuable, and teachers shape the world, in my opinion. And all these YouTubers on here that are not formally, you know, educated or formally, you know, like been through some type of formal schooling, had to be taught by someone, and a teacher. And I just commend teachers, even all my sons' teachers. And, you know, I try to keep an open mind, you know, when my sons are going through things in school. I'm using this beauty blender right here. I've spoken about this in several videos. This is a Sonia Kashuk beauty blender. I purchased this at Target. Want to say less than $6, but really nice. I go through a lot of these, so I have a pretty big stash, and you can wash this, so I do recommend giving it a wash. But teachers are definitely, I just feel like teachers shape the world. I spoke about this in my last video. This is a base shadow brush, and I'm going to go here into this color right here in the Shade Light palette, and I'm actually just going to go all over my lid with this color to kind of create a place for the eyeshadows. So like I was saying before, teachers shape the world. And you know, my sons and I were having a discussion outside yesterday while we were doing yard work, and he thinks that teachers get paid don't jump all over him. He thinks that teachers get paid enough money, and I had to tell him that teachers are not only teaching, but I'm gonna be honest, we're raising kids in the process. And it's like a bridge. We create a bridge between the parent and home, and between that child. The parent, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna keep it very real. Parents are their children's first teacher. The only thing that we're put in place for is to close the gap. We create a bridge between us and the parents, and just try to close any gaps that may be there from what the parent just couldn't feel. And I have to tell you this, and I have to say this, and I'm stopping just for a second, because I've always been a firm believer that kids, no matter how difficult the child, no matter how cumbersome the task may be, that children, if you capture their hearts, you capture their minds. And for me, it is important for people to know that sometimes kids come, every child comes in that classroom with a different backpack. And in that backpack, there is so much that we don't know. Every child's backpack is different. Every child's experience is different. Everything about that particular child, you have to dig through that backpack to get to find out what is going on with that child, or what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, and how can I produce an even more confident kid at the end of the school year. And that's a huge job for me, and I take that job very seriously. And my husband is a school teacher, if I did not reveal that when I started making these videos, but I think I did in my very first video. And I see how much of an impact that he makes on his students. It makes me emotional because I see it. He was Teacher of the Year, which is so well deserved. And I see the need for good teachers and what we do in the classroom and how we make a difference. And I tell you this, guys, teachers still make a huge difference in the classroom. So excuse me for getting emotional, but I love my students, and I'm gonna miss them when they leave my class. But I also know that I've grown a much stronger kid at the end of that school year. This is supposed to be a happy video, and I'm getting emotional. But just know, teachers have a big job. I'm gonna go in with, back to makeup, I'm gonna go in with the Sigma Blending E25 brush, and I'm actually gonna go into this color right here, which is called Latinus, and the color before that was called Lewin. Interesting names, but like I said, and I have to keep saying this, is that teachers just have a huge job. And being married to a teacher is, you know, we bounce a lot of ideas off one another, but we also encourage each other, because you know, being in the classroom is no easy task. And you know, not only are we working with children, but we're also working with parents. And sometimes you don't always get happy parents, and you have to figure out the best solution, you know, for that happy medium, because it doesn't work well if you don't have a happy medium, and somewhere in the balance somebody gets left out or something gets left undone. And as teachers, we don't want to leave things undone, and we definitely want to make sure that that child gets everything that they need. And like I tell my students in the course of a year, that this is going to be a fun year, and let's make it count. You only got me for 1 year, and let's make it count. And I tell them that because I want them to realize the impact that I'm going to have on their life and the impact that they're going to have on my life. And I let them know when they are doing an amazing job, but I also let them know when they're letting me down, because kids have to understand success and failure all in that 1 year. And I also let them know that they don't, when it comes to working hard, they have to put forward their best foot and their best effort. And that's something that, okay, let me get some tissue. Okay. I tell them that. Sorry, I got emotional on y'all, but it's an emotional job that I care a lot about. And it surely is, getting into teaching surely isn't about the money. It definitely is not. But you have to have a love for children, and you have to have a love for the position and just what it brings to your life, because there are definitely some rewarding moments in teaching, and I've seen those rewarding moments, and I've seen kids grow, and I've seen kids come back year after year and thank me and my husband for what we've added to their life, or that they made a life goal or decision based off of the love that we've showed them in the classroom. And I'll continue to say that. And if you're, I know I have so many friends that are bloggers and followers and readers of my blog. If you're a child, take time this week. So just appreciate, it doesn't have to be something every day, but just take time this week to appreciate those teachers that have not only made an impact on your child, but also kind of grew them up a little bit. So made them a little bit more mature. I'm going to go in with this color right here. It's called Solas. I'm using just this palette for this look. I'm not doing anything different. I'm actually going to just deepen up right here on the very edge of my eye into that crease. I'm using it, actually, this is a blending E25 Sigma. This came in a gift pack. When I ordered something, it came as a free gift, but I love it because I like the control that it has. It's kind of got a pointy tip on it, and I love the control that it gives me in my crease, and it's not too wild, basically. And I didn't want to do, like I said, a complete look. You guys know that I normally I do my foundation last, but somebody asked me, a few people asked me to do this look on my channel, and I thought that I would just take a little time and show you guys this look. And now I'm gonna go in with this is an e.l.f. blending brush. Yeah, this is an e.l.f. blending brush, and I want to say this brush was probably about $2 or $3. e.l.f. is, like I said, I spoke about them in my Makeup Brushes 101 video. They've definitely upped their game in their a lot of products on their website. I'm going into this color right here, and this color is called Liberatus, which is pan on here, and just to give me that very dark. I mean, very dark ending on my shadow. You guys, I am a matte girl because matte shadows to me have a lot of control and they're just pretty. It's very pretty and they tend to just look really well on the eye. And this look shouldn't take super long. I'm going to use this. This is something you can find in the drugstore by CoverGirl. It's their Bombshell Shine Shadow. This is $3.25 in Copper Fling. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger. See right here. And I'm using my fingers. And y'all, this is the prettiest. I mean, so pretty. Shadow. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Do you see that? I mean, gosh, so gorgeous. My kids were asking me what I wanted for teacher appreciation, and I tell them all the time that it doesn't matter, but they still ask. But they do know. They've asked me what I didn't like. Smart little kids. I've taught my babies. They asked me, what do you not like? But they know me so well. I hate to even say this on camera because they know me so well. But to just get any rocks thrown at me for not. I'm not big on Starbucks. I'm just not. I just prefer to make my coffee at home. So I'm not really big on Starbucks. And they ask me questions like, what do you want? What do you want for teacher appreciation? And I tell them, you know, somebody jumped up in class and said, no Starbucks gift cards. So it's funny just, you know, like laughing with them and hearing their voices and just hearing them try to talk about what they think they want to get me and things of that nature. So it's super sweet of them though. Super, super sweet. So I'm actually going to go in. This is the Milani Brow and Highlighter pencil in matte cream. One side is matte cream, one side is luminous lift. I'm actually going to use the matte cream side, and because I've already done my makeup at the very bottom, I'm going to line my lids. And notice that I'm using my big fluffy brush to hold this down. And I'm going to line my lids with this, and this is just kind of make it look a little bit more, you know, woken up. I can't tell you how much I'm like really loving this light. I mean, like, this light is all that. Okay, thank you to my husband who bought me this light. So I'm actually going to take the luminous lift side and just go a little bit right here underneath my brows. A little bit underneath my brows, and I'm going to kind of pat that out just a little. I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on, and then I'm going to stop the film and work on putting on my false lashes. You guys know how I feel about those false lashes. They can be, I mean, all that. Because those false lashes are the bomb. So you'll have to give me a second. So here I have on a little bit of mascara. This eye look is actually complete. The only thing that I'm gonna do with this eye look is I'm gonna go back in with this brush and I'm gonna make sure just to blend out any harsh lines that I may have here. Guys, I just love, if you can get your hands on this Kat Von D, I mean, you have done that thing, baby. You have done it. So I'm gonna actually put a little bit of glue. I'm using these Kiss Lashes And I like my lashes a little bit more natural looking. Don't get me wrong, I like the fluffy ones too, and I'll try those on this channel. But I'm going in with this strip lash adhesive. Oh, school teacher moment. With aloe in black, because I'm gonna line my eyes in black, and so I'm just putting a little bit on here. I do like this lash adhesive. And guys, I have to say, you know, the year is winding down, and some of my babies I will see in the summer just because I'm tutoring them, but I'm gonna miss them. And they have not only, you know, shaped me, but they've also added to my life. And you know, they've been my babies, you know, for the last year. And you know, school teachers go through a world of emotions in one course of a year. They get attached, and that's why I said make sure you know, do something for your child's teacher, even if it's just a small token, just to say thank you for helping me raise my child this year. And you know, I just feel like at the end of the year I'm gonna produce a more confident kid, and a kid that can just be an even stronger kid for the next teacher, you know, and she can pick up where I left off. So that's important to me just as an educator. So just keep that in mind, you know, when you know, teacher appreciation. It could be anything. It could be a drink from Sonic, or it could be, you know, a homemade brownie, or it could be, you know, just something thoughtful, a cookie, just something that tells that teacher, or a cupcake that tells that teacher, thank you for, you know, loving on my child. Thank you for being with my child. Thank you for just adding something different to them that was even greater than what was there before. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put on these lashes, and I'll be back soon. Okay, so I'm back, and I've added some lashes to this look. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so these are actually kiss lashes, and I love them because they are that kind of like va-va-voom type lash, but not just too much, but they're noticeable and they're pretty, and they're like soft pretty. So I'm gonna mention the products at the very end, what I've used. The only thing I'm gonna add to this look is a little bit of gloss, because most of the time I'm not wearing anything dark to go to school. I have to say again how I'm loving this mirror, and I gotta show you guys one more time. Like, look at this mirror. Come on, people. This mirror is that. This is it. And I want to say it was less than 20, less than 17. I want to say like 17 and some change. So definitely look. I'll link this mirror down below just so you can get a chance to try to get one if you want one. But like I said, less than 20. Such a beautiful mirror. After this video, I'm gonna actually shoot another video. I have a photo shoot today, so Sundays are pretty busy in my house. No cooking is going on here today, but I'm going to be doing a photo shoot, and I'm also going to be shooting another video later today, my April favorites. I really want to share that with you guys because I have a few favorites that kind of, and I'm actually going to mix a little bit of my favorites with home stuff and of beauty stuff and a little skincare. So remember, this is a lifestyle channel, so I definitely want to keep that moving and shaking and not just beauty, but would love to share that with you guys. So I took my clamp out. You guys know I have short hair, but I have also what I call top heavy bangs. They're very top heavy. Sometimes I cut them down a little bit shorter in the summertime, but we'll see. So I'm gonna actually go in and spray my face a little bit with this Mario Badescu a facial spray, and it just gives me a little, you guys know the smell on this is like amazing. I mean, I literally just sprayed it just so I can smell it. But I'm gonna link everything down below for you guys, and don't forget that I went in with this CoverGirl Copper Fling in 325. I also went in with this Milani Brow and eye highlighter, which is pretty amazing because I love that it has two sides to it. And I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me in the color 25 medium for my eyes, and also my under eyes in different places that I conceal. If you go back and look at some of my other videos, I did a full face video, a couple of full face videos. Some of my favorite mascara, once again using this type of mascara because it sets in place pretty well. You're gonna need a makeup wipe in order to remove it, and just gently give your eyelashes a rub. Don't pull, don't tug, and do not use a washcloth in order to get this type of mascara out of your lashes. The other thing that I used was my Kat Von D Shade Light palette. Very economical. To be honest, I want to say I spent maybe 20 bucks or a little bit over 20, under 25 on this palette, which it is more than that. So definitely a good investment. I want to say this was a gift. Most of the high-end products that I have in my arsenal are gifts, are things that were given to me. But that is the conclusion of this video. Do not forget that Teacher Appreciation is next week, and take time to, regardless of myself, take time to appreciate your child's teacher and just love on them. I mean, they've had a huge year. Your kids have grown a little bit taller. Their conversation is a little bit bigger, and their knowledge has just gotten a little bit meatier. So definitely take time to just thank your child's teacher, and just tell them how much you appreciated them and how much they've added to your child's life. I definitely know I have some parents that have just appreciated me every step of the way, and have said things to me that will just burst my heart into tears. And those are the moments, that's more appreciation than I can ever receive, especially when they continuously tell me how much they love me and how blessed they are for me to be in their child's life. And to me, that is payment enough, because that is my purpose, and that is why I'm in the business of kids. So until my next video and my April favorites, see you guys soon. Bye.